Rob blog. This is a Rob blog. And it is too. It is a Rob blog. Now it is my vlog, and you're probably saying, why, if it's a vlog, does he call it a Rob blog? And I'm here to tell you that I call it Rob blog because, well, it is my blog and I can call it whatever I want to call it. Rob blog. Thanks for joining me here. A holiday season underway. There's been Santa Claus parades all over the place and music on the radio. Ooh, speaking of which, look at this. Here is Starlite, Music for Life, and here is Swisssh Golden Classics. Swisssh, during the holiday season, is your holiday music station, and Starlite is your home for the holidays. And you're saying, how do I listen to these stations, Rob? Well, you go to www.swish.ca, SWISSSH.ca, and you'll see two players there, one for Starlite, one for Swisssh. Do it that way. Or you can listen on Simple Radio, which is an app, a free app to download. You can listen on TuneU. You can listen on TuneIn. You can listen on live.ie and lots and lots. Oh, radio.garden is a good one too. These all have apps as well as websites you can go to as well to listen to both my station, which is Starlite, your home for the holidays, or Swisssh, which is your holiday music station. Okay, enjoy that. Lots of good music. I love listening to the music this time of year, and probably well, I don't know, there's probably 1,000 or more songs on each station. That is all holiday songs. Just the occasional carol. Not too many carols. God rest ye merry gentlemen, maybe, or should I say, God rest ye merry gentlemen. But not a lot of carols. Mostly it's Santa Claus, winter, stuff like that. So just enjoy. I'm not going to go into the reasons. Just enjoy it. So, and it's all here, letting you know that right here on this Rob blog. Well, we went to the city of Duncan, which is just down from Maple Bay. It takes us about 15 minutes to get off the mountain into Duncan. They had their Christmas kickoff on Friday night. It was wonderful. Lots of people. They had vendors set up, mostly volunteer vendors for various organizations throughout the downtown streets. And they had huge lineups for Mr. St. Nick, who, by the way, back here all lit up over my shoulder. Lineups for him, huge lineups. The lineups for hot chocolate and coffee were so long, the husband and I said no. We just came home afterwards. It would, you'd be standing half your evening waiting to get a hot chocolate or coffee, which would mean to say, in my mind, they don't have enough hot chocolate and coffee places on a night. It was a mild night. I know it was 4 or 5 degrees, and it was a little damp, but just felt a little damp. It wasn't rainy or anything like that, but it was just lovely. But the hubby and I took our time. We went into a couple of shops downtown, including 2 thrift shops, as well as a store that sells all kinds of great Christmas stuff and kitchen stuff. If you live in the city of Orillia back in Ontario, where we moved to the island from here on Maple Bay, where we moved from, Mariposa Market had the same kind of gifty stuffs that this country store does in downtown Duncan. And by the way, Brian moved there from Halliburton, from Ontario, a few years ago. So it's a good store. And a couple of thrift stores, Jeanette's Belongings, which I love going into and buying stuff, and Blend is the other one. So I actually bought a Christmas ornament at each store, a lovely white polar bear about this big at Brian's country store, and I bought 2 beautiful those kind of heavy glass ornaments, kind of maybe a bit of a silver tinge. I bought 2 of those at Jeanette's, and I bought 1 at the thrift shop called Blend. So they're lovely, and I just love them. And I didn't hang them on the tree. I have so many hanging on our downstairs, our media room tree. It was getting a bit heavy, so I just kind of put them here and there in a couple of shelves. I love the looks of those antique ornaments, and next time I do a Rob blog, I will bring one of those. But I'm sure you know what I mean. They look very Victorian. They're just wonderful things. So hope you're enjoying the holiday season. And you can't afford to let some of these events go by, because when they're gone, they're gone. And then you got to wait a whole 365 days in order for that to come back. So yeah. So it's kind of fun, and I love being a little cheery because of Christmas. It's just 2023 for us has not been a great year. We've lost a lot of people. Of course, our dear Coco, who passed away from cancer, our mini schnauzer, in July. So it hasn't been a great year. We've lost a lot of things that really help to make up our life. And you realize when some of these things are gone and change, they don't come back again. It can never be the same again, right? And that's all we'll say about that. Now, I got to tell you something my husband found. And we had these for brunch today, and they are absolutely supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And they're at Superstore. So Superstore that we have here on the island. There are Superstores back in Ontario, but it's actually President's Choice, Loblaws, Zehr's, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to show you this right now. Look at this. Look at this. Can you see what this says? All butter croissants. And they are made in France. That's what this says, with French butter. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever been to France and had croissants, fresh croissants for breakfast, you will know what I mean when I say this is like sitting underneath the Eiffel Tower with coffee and a croissant. These are incredibly good. You get 4 in a package, might be about $6. I'm not sure. But these things, you let them thaw for 20 minutes, do them in the oven. They are, oh my, they're absolutely amazing. And if this weren't enough, French croissants, if this weren't enough, ladies and gentlemen, from the same manufacturer, made in Paris, pain de chocolat. You see, in Paris, they do it right. In Paris, they have chocolate for breakfast. They have Nutella in a lot of places in Europe, right? Nutella is a breakfast staple. Pain de chocolat, which are these lovely, see these things here? They're like these flaky little pastry things filled with chocolate. So, President's Choice, Loblaws, whatever, Zehr's, whatever you want to call it, pain de chocolat, made with French butter, made in France. This is the next best thing to going to Paris this holiday season. Pain de chocolat, ou aussi croissant. These are lovely, and I'm telling you right now, I wish I got money for this. It's not an ad. I don't get money for it. I'm just telling you, for during the holiday season, treat yourself to this. And maybe Christmas morning, it might be an idea. Pain de chocolat and croissants. Lovely. And get some raspberry jam. Now, get bon moment, raspberry jam also from France, and put some butter and then bon moment raspberry jam on it. Oh, on the croissants, on the the chocolate here, the pain de chocolat. You don't need anything. There's enough chocolate in it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Good hit. Try these. Try them. Try them. I'll try to remember to put the name down underneath. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like it. It's very important. And so I'll put those down there so you'll be able to go shopping for the all butter croissant from France and the pain de chocolat. Oh my goodness. Both of them made with butter, which probably there's nothing healthy about it, but we know what butter tastes like. And butter on these two items, OMG. No, I need it. OMG. You know, speaking of the holiday season, I have 99% of my holiday shopping done already. And yes, I like to shop at some local merchants, which I do too. And I know the local merchants need it. But when you look at the prices on a place like Amazon or, a couple of other places, you could go almost anywhere, the Canadian Tire or Home Depot or whatever. But when you look at the prices, for a few days there, a week ago, I had Amazon boxes arriving every day. And sorry if I couldn't do all my shopping at the local merchants, local stores, but you have to look at the price. You got to look at the delivery and the convenience. Here on the mountain, it takes us 15 minutes to drive into town, and we don't have a great selection of stores here. There's some smaller stores, yes, which are lovely, and the prices they're not the cheapest. You don't go looking for bargains. But to me, there are winners, and there is a big super Walmart store, and there is, of course, Superstore, which has, clothing in it, and they have housewares and Christmas stuff and all this stuff. So, I mean, it is there, but it is nice to sit at your computer and you just type away and you get it and you hit the button and they send it to you. I mean, you have to pay for it. Right, yes. But they do send it to you. So it's made it easier. So that is why I'm 99 point whatever percent done. And I'll probably pick a couple of things. I have got a few things locally. I don't want to give you the idea. But the one day, by the end of the 1 week, last week, I guess it was, when I had all these boxes piled on the floor here behind me, I thought, that's a lot of Amazon shopping, isn't it? Yeah, it is. But you know what? It's done. I feel good about it. All I got to do is wrap it, which I will probably leave to the last freaking minute on Christmas Eve. But you know, at least I know it's done. And in the meantime, I can spend all my time eating pain de chocolat. So I'll probably be rolling into these videos by the time Christmas is around. And I'll keep the camera up high so you can't see how much weight I put on eating croissants and pain de chocolat from France. Boy. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, not going to keep you any longer. Thank you so much for tuning into this Rob blog, which is a blog, but I do call it Rob blog, and I appreciate that. Remember, again, subscribe. Listen to my radio station, Swisssh, which is Golden Classics, your home for the holidays. Starlite Radio is your home for the holidays, and Swisssh is your holiday music station. You think I'd know that after 16 years. Swisssh, your holiday music station. Starlite, your home for the holidays. Beautiful Christmas music for you, and yeah, not too preachy, not too religious. It's mostly, you know, like I said earlier in the video, Santa Claus, winter songs. I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus, whatever, all those kind of things. So enjoy, because a lot of people listen. You know, both those stations get over 100 countries listen to Swisssh or Starlite in a month. Over 100 countries around the world. I know what you're thinking. I didn't even know there were 100 countries in the world. Trust me, there are. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back to you very shortly. Not sure if I'm going to read Dickens this year. I haven't thought about it. I might just make up a whole Dickens story myself and tell the whole story from my head without using a book. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, who knows? Anyways, we'll see what happens. In the meantime, though, you can go back the last couple of years of my blogs, and you can see the Dickens story from start to finish, or hear me read it start to finish. And last year with a few comments of my own that I just threw in because it was needed, wasn't it? Yes. Anyways, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning to this Rob blog. I appreciate it so much, and we'll talk to you very soon. Be good to yourselves.